everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing great. I am doing great myself. I thank God. I cannot complain. As I had told you on the previous video, me and Darren, my son, we were going through some tough moments, some hard moments. The past couple of days has been tough. We had the cold, and it was a bad cold, I can say that. And it was just me and my son Darren with this cold. Thank God Nyla did not have it. The reason I'm saying that is because when Nyla gets a cold, you know how kids, little babies are, the toddlers, if they have a cold, they keep you awake all night, and they don't even know how to blow their nose, and it becomes very tough for them even at night. And it becomes the mama's job to stay up and help them to blow their nose. So right now she has learned, but it's not, oh my God, the times that Nyla has had a cold, even like my son Darren when he was little, is the same thing actually with all the kids. When they have a cold, it becomes very tough to them and the mama because of their nose, especially at night. They can't breathe, they can't even, I think toddlers don't know how to use, and babies, they don't know how to use their mouth to breathe. It's pretty much they depend on their noses, right? So it becomes very tough. And wow, I'm telling you, I don't want my kids to be sick. I would rather be sick myself because I can handle it. For the kiddos, like now, for the first time ever, I've seen Darren sleeping in, and I never see Darren sleeping in. For the past couple of days, he's been sleeping in, and I mean like sleeping up to like 10 a.m. in the morning. And I say, oh my God, I've never seen Darren sleeping in ever, like never. Darren is always up. And I say, wow, thank God they are off on a spring break, because if it was school days, it would have been very tough. He's been really struggling with his throat, and he's telling me that his ears are clogged and stuff like that. But today he was doing much better. I believe tomorrow he'll be okay. So we thank God for the healing. Sometimes you can tell someone that, oh, you have a cold, and someone will be like, what are you talking about? It's just a cold. Cold? It's not just a cold. It all depends with the kind of cold. So for me personally, when I get a cold, it brings me down so bad. It makes me, and I thank God because this time I didn't get a cold sore. I usually get really bad cold sores. And by the way, I don't really take the flu vaccine. Here they are very good at those flu vaccines. For me, I only took the COVID vaccine, but no, I'm not very like crazy about going for flu vaccines, because the last time I took I went for the flu vaccine, the shot. I guess it helps. I don't know if it helps or not, but for me it didn't work. I was even worse. I got sick. So for me, tell me in the comment section if you're in the US, does the flu vaccine work for you? Because for me, it doesn't work for me. I get very sick. And I remember when I took Nyla for the first time, she got really sick as well. She really got the cold. And also Darren also, I don't know. I don't know whether it's supposed to work or it's supposed to make you sick. But I know some people have been taking it for like many years. So maybe you can tell me in the comment section, does the flu vaccine work for you? For me, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, we thank God. We cannot complain. I honestly feel I have energy today. For the past couple of days, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to go sleep. Just want to sleep. Like seriously, I just want to sleep. And today I have my natural hair. Every time I wash my hair, I'm like, oh, it looks good. But wait until I go to bed, and then I wake up the next morning and it's so thick. You're like, oh my God, this hair. God is amazing. Like He gave us this amazing kinky hair. And sometimes I wish, I'm like, oh my God, I wish God added a little, silky, silk, a little bit. But, God is perfect. everything he does and how he made us is perfect. It's just sometimes my hair frustrates me, and mine is even better. When I'm taking care of little Nyla's hair, oh my God, I get so frustrated because it's so hard to take care of her hair. If you have baby girl, you know what I'm talking about, because it can be challenging. It can be something. Anyway, today, guys, this video here is just talking about random stuff, and I will talk about the conversation I was having with my friend. She is back home. She's a YouTuber and doing very good. And we were talking, and she was like, Perry, would you advise me to move to the US as a, you know, like her, to move to the US as a YouTuber and come here, continue doing the same thing? She was like, would you advise me? And I said, well, it depends. It depends with the kind of content. I said, if you are planning to do the same kind of content you're doing back in Africa, I think Africa will do you more good, because if you come to the US, it will be like, oh, I don't know. So for her, she's more into interviews and also vlogging, going around different like places, especially weekends. She's always like going around places, different places, hanging around with friends. And then I said, so we started talking real, and I was like, now let's talk real thing right here. So I said, and actually she's for her, she's a single mama as well. So, and you know, for me, I always like to say, I always like to say I'm a single parent, because I want to encourage people, to show them that you can make it here too in the US as a single person, as a single parent. Because some people, they always say, oh Betty, they always ask me, is it true what we hear that, oh, you know, if you're a single mom coming with your kids there, it can be tough, it can be hard, it can be. I always say, you know what, no, it has its own challenges, but it's doable. So on this case, we are talking about YouTube, you know, as a content creator. So this person, this lady, she told me, and I said, I will do this video today, and please follow on the comment section, and the fans will tell you if you need to move here. I said on this one, I'm not gonna give you a straight answer, yes or no. I will just leave it to the fans out here. So if you're watching this video, tell me, I'll break it down, tell you about this friend of mine, if they need to move to the US. Do you think it's a good idea for them to move here to the US? So this is a full-time YouTuber, and this YouTuber is mostly doing, like, I've already mentioned, doing travel vlogs and interviews, and also like she does a lot on her channel. I'm not gonna, she said, don't say my name, just say, give an example. So this YouTuber was talking about they're making the least they've made. Well, not when the channel was small. Of course, when the channel was small, this person was making very little. But I'm talking about of late, now the channel has really picked up. Of course, when the channel is starting to pick up, you can make very little, even $100, you know, and you appreciate, and that is something. So for this particular YouTuber, she makes between $3,000 and $6,000 a month. Yeah, dollars. So tell me, if you are in South Africa, or if you are in Zimbabwe, if you are in Nigeria, if you are in Ghana, if you're in Togo, tell me if you are in Tanzania or Uganda, whatever part of Africa you are, or if you're watching this from, I don't know, whatever part of if you're making between $3,000 to $6,000 on YouTube, would you give up that life and move here to the US, hoping to make more? Well, I say to her, for me, I said, well, if you come here, like I see some YouTubers, they come here to visit, they just do their videos like a vlogging different states where they're going. And I said, if you can do that, that would be great, because that will increase your views and also maybe make more money. But I said, well, I don't know, this might sound so tough. I said, well, for me, if I personally make between 3,000 to 6,000 a month, I would rather stay in Africa. Because I said, well, let me give you an example of what how I broke it down to her. I said, listen, my sister, hey, let me tell you. We were talking about, she wakes up and she has kids and she's a single mom and she has a nanny. And she wakes up and the kids are taken care of, the kids are taken to school. All she gets up is getting ready, she gets up, get ready, go with her, I think, producer and videographer, and I don't know what they're called. Myself, I'm a YouTuber, and all these people, the team. She says, oh, I go out with my team. And I'm like, that's good. That's good. And I said, so when was the last time you cooked? And she said, oh my God, to be honest, I can't remember the last time I cooked. Because she gets up, she gets ready, and she heads out. Of course she'll help with the kids, and you cannot ignore your children. She's there for her kids and everything. But because she's a full-time YouTuber, sometimes she don't have time to help the nanny. So she goes out. She has interviews to do, and she has vlogs to do, maybe travel, stuff like that, And I said, okay, so you get breakfast ready, right? You wake up, you take a shower, breakfast is ready, kids are taken to school. All you do is to step out. Then she has a makeup artist, yes. And then she has this, oh my gosh, she has somebody who takes care of her wardrobe and everything is just nice. And I say, wow, this is the kind of, when I look at you, I admire this kind of life. I really admire this kind of life, And I said, how I wish. I said, let me tell you, if you come to the US and start doing YouTube here as a single mom like Betty, chances are, I said, you go to that pedicure, you do your pedicure, and when you're done with the pedicure, you're coming straight to the kitchen to wash the dishes and cook for your children. And I just told her about my lifestyle, and we compare. It's not about comparison, but she told me about the day in her life, and I told her about day in my life. And oh my God, let me tell you guys, believe it or not, and this is somebody in Africa, I was like, whoa, you are living a good life, my sister. Ha! I said, Abby, you are living a good life. You are living a good life, oh. I said, I wish I can live half of that life. She said, why? You are in the US. I said, let me tell you, sometimes people don't realize, some people in Africa, they live a good life than the people who are in the US. And if I say that, some people go like, oh, you are discouraging us not to come. No, it is the reality. It is the truth. People making good money back in Africa are living a good life than even people who are already in diaspora. Oh my God, you can say amen to that. So anyway, she was, let me tell you. So she told me, I wake up, the kids are taken care of, my breakfast is ready, I go down, the girl has the breakfast, and by the way, when she's really busy, she gets two girls to help. She says, sometimes I have two girls, because she has one girl to do the laundry and stuff like that. She has a mama that comes. So she said, I have a lady who comes during the day to help my girl, because my girl is busy with the kids and stuff. So most of the time she's having two nannies. And I said, holy hallelujah, you have two nannies? Yes. So everything is, so she says, when I come back from doing the videos, she doesn't do editing. Somebody edits the videos for her, and like everything is just done. And then she says, oh, and then one day, if I'm not doing videos, I have my spa days. I go to the spa, I go to do my massage, and I do this, I do that. And then on the weekend, I'm doing my vlogs with my girls and my friends. We just travel, we can go to, they just go places and vlog, and just events, a lot of events that she'll go to, she'll vlog at events, and she'll just, it's just busy. She said, Betty, I'm always so busy, I tell you. And I say, that's good, because Now I started telling her about myself. I wake up, I don't even wake myself up. I don't even need an alarm. The alarm is already in my head. I have to wake up, take my kids to, get my kids ready, cook breakfast for them, feed them, wash them with the dishes, tidy the house, get out of the house with the kiddos, dropping them. I have to make sure they, I drop them. I go to my work. If I get busy with my work, and then I come from work. I pick everybody. I bring them home. I start cooking. I start cleaning. I start this. By the end of the day, I have to sit down, do the video myself, edit myself, so I don't go out with a team. And I said, wow, sometimes some people might think just because you live abroad, you have the best life ever. Let me tell you, not everybody living abroad has the best life out there. Some people living in Africa, they have they are living, I tell you. And now if you're watching this and you've never been to Africa, it is true. And that's why sometimes I tell people here, I remember I was talking to this American the other day, American friend of mine, and this friend of mine was asking me, how would you compare the life here and life back home? And I say, let me tell you, the social life is good, and I said, of course, here we have more opportunities, we have this, we have the social life. As a social life, it depends, but the social life is good. And I said, if that person was like, if you had all these opportunity, would you live here? And I said, no, I would live in my country. And this person was like, what? They couldn't believe it. So anyway, this friend of mine, as a YouTuber, she felt like I discouraged her from coming to live here. And I said, listen, here, who are you going to do interviews? Like, seriously, who are you going to be interviewing every single day you have an interview? People here, they don't, not a lot of people want to be interviewed. I don't know about where you are in diaspora, but a lot of people in the US, they don't want to be interviewed. Some people, they have very good success stories, but they will tell you, but they are camera shy, I know a lot of people who are really, really, they have great stories. They can inspire people. They can, like great stories, but they're like, no, I'm private. No, I'm camera shy. I don't blame people for being camera shy and being private, but all I'm saying is, I think, and this is why what I was telling that friend of mine, I said, for me as a YouTuber, I feel like back home, people are more supportive. I think people back home, they are more supportive. And I see some YouTubers traveling from here to go and make content back home. Why? Like, we have a lot of YouTubers in diaspora. They go back to make content, to do interviews, to make content back home. Why? Because I feel like there's more content, and she was like, no, what you do, you record driving and stuff like that, you can keep doing it. And I said, yeah, but do you think I have the time, that time to every day get up and go keep recording? I don't, because like for me, I'm not a full-time YouTuber, I don't depend on YouTube, so I have to work, I have to do, so that time is, it's very, you don't have a lot of time to do all these things. And also it can be very expensive. If like now I keep going to different states to record, I wish I could do that. And I told her it's very expensive. For her, I said, you can move from one town to the other and it's affordable. If you're earning in dollars, it's affordable. Can you imagine if you're making $6,000? And she started telling me, she said, let me tell you, Betty, some YouTubers, she talked to some of the YouTubers and they're making over $1 million, over $10,000 a month. Yes, she said that. She said a lot of the big YouTubers you see, they're making good money. So they're able to do all these things you see them doing, like and then they have a lot of support. They have a lot of support, and the services are affordable. They can afford this. And also they have a lot of people who are into these businesses, who are willing to be they want them to market them. They wanted to sell them, so they are willing to offer them with all these things, you know, for them to market them. And that is different from the US. And let me tell you, don't get me wrong, there are so many YouTubers in the US also who are doing great. I'm just saying this because we were I was trying to say to tell this friend of mine, you might come here and not make all this money you're making when you're there. So I said, for me, if I was you, I would just stay there and keep doing what you're doing. You just come visit, record when you're visiting, go around recording and stuff like that. And I said, you have a great life. But I said, at the same time, I will not discourage you if you want to come and live here, because US is your dream. And she was like, to be honest, it's not, US is not like somewhere it's not my dream, like I have to come to the US. I'm okay here. I just want to try and see how it is. And I said, well, if you get the chance to come try, you can come and try. You know, maybe you can do it different. And so I don't know about you. What would you advise a YouTuber who is doing great back home, who is doing so good already, who is making this much, who is making $10,000? Would you advise them to come live in the US, like full-time, permanently, to come? Like, let's say in this case, we are not even talking about visas. We are talking about, green card. We are talking about given a chance, you know. What would you advise someone? Would you advise someone who is in Africa making it big time? They are earning over $5,000 a month. Would you advise them to move and relocate down here? Because, you know, sometimes I talk these things and some people, they'll think, oh, Betty, she just don't want us to come. I always say, you know what, everybody, if somebody given a chance, it's better for you to come and try it and see, does it work? Is this for you? Is this not for you? And a lot of people who are really making it big time, they go like, oh, this is not the lifestyle for me, you know. We've seen some of the YouTubers, they come, even the musicians, the artists from Africa, they come here. Why do you think they don't stay? Why do you think they can stay? They can overstay if they want to. They can stay if they want to. They can apply for that green card and relocate. They don't want to because it's not going to be the same. These people, they go to different shows. Which show are you going to be going when you're here? Let me tell you, people here get tired very quickly. If you come and perform one time, you come again to the same town and perform another time, that time the people won't show up because they're already tired of you. But back home you have a lot of opportunities of going to record to different, different shows, different, what do you call them? Going to perform, to do a lot of performances out there. Back home you have that chance, you have that, so if you are an artist who is already doing great, and when I'm talking about great, it's like a comedian. If you come here from Africa, being a comedian, come and settle in the US or in this diaspora, you settle abroad, who are you going to be making laugh? Like seriously, like gathering an audience, you're not going to be successful on this side of the world, I think you will be successful back there. You will have more opportunities back there if you are like a comedian, or if you are into these TV dramas and stuff like that. If you are a YouTuber, an influencer, I think a lot of these people, if you're already making it there, personally, I think it's better you continue doing what you're doing instead of changing the whole thing and then coming to start afresh. And let me tell you, there's another YouTuber friend of mine also. She relocated, yeah? And we were talking about this difference. She was a man, I can't believe now. And I asked, how come you haven't done videos in 2 months? And she said, oh my God, she has to adjust. adjusting in the sense of like she has to adjust. She's not used to the kids like doing everything herself. Now she has to, and she has a husband, but the husband is busy working. The husband has no time to support her with the channel. So she's like, oh my God, I have to kind of adjust and put myself together so that I can learn how to do this all over. Because she was used to someone, a camera, a camera guy coming and recording, somebody to edit for her, somebody to do this. Things are done, services are affordable, because I tell you, so it's these little things we don't see. These little things we don't see. And some people, they just look at the name. They are like, USA. Oh my God, I want to relocate there. But they just don't understand that sometime you could do better when you are into this kind of stuff back home than coming here and changing your whole story to start afresh. It might work for some people. It might, and let me tell you, you can look at, and by the way, another lady was telling me, another YouTuber here was saying, hey Betty, YouTubers back home are doing so good. I think I'm gonna go back home and do YouTube back home and see, and I think I'm gonna be doing great. And I say, let me tell you, you will be in for a rude shock, because you might realize the big following that is following you, they are following you because they like what you do. Already, your subscribers, they love what you do there. But when you go back home, they'll be like, no, like now you have switched, and it might not work out for you. Thinking that when you go back, so it's kind of tricky. So tell me in the comment section, because I don't want to make this video too long. It's already too long. I wanted to make it like a 20 minutes video. Tell me in the comment section, what would you advise that friend of mine making between $3,000 to $6,000? And mind you, this person, she has her own house. She has built her own beautiful mansionette, and she's driving a nice car, and she has a business on the side. Not just the content creating. She has a business on the side, and her kids go to really good school, and everything for her is working perfect. So tell me, would you advise this person to give up her life and come back, come over here and start being an influencer here? Tell me. Anyway, I hope you understand this video, because some people, they can twist. I hope you understand. You come and share information here, or you share something like that, and somebody else will just twist it their own way, and you're like, wow, why did you? I didn't say that. I didn't even mean that. I wish people can take a minute and understand what that person is trying to say. Okay, so I hope you understand this video, and God bless you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you, and thank you so much for your best wishes, quick recovery messages. I appreciate all of you. I love you, my people, and stay blessed, stay safe, and yeah, kudos. See you in the next video.